Alright, my name is Salman Metobo from Kiami Media. Once again, I'm in Nairobi Westlands, PeakPoint Consulting Group offices, right?
Yes.
Yes, I'm here with the Principal Director, Nyakundi, and he's going to tell us who he is and what they're doing here.
Thank you very much, Salman. Glad to host you. My name is Engineer Kevin Nyakundi. I'm an electrical engineer by profession and training, but with a very strong interest in project management professional. So at PeakPoint Consulting Group, we are a consultancy firm based in Nairobi, and our core purpose is to help organizations improve their bottom line through increasing productivity of their workforce, and that is the role I play at PeakPoint Consulting Group.
Who are behind this project?
As a consultancy firm, of course, we have many arms. We have trainers, we have active directors. Today, we want to talk about project management. Behind project management, we have myself, one of the directors, who are authorized PMP instructors. By PMP is, of course, the project management professional, and PMI, that's the Project Management Institute, vets us to be able to train you. So you're always sure that if you are coming to PeakPoint Consulting Group, you basically are getting the best quality because our trainers are accredited by PMI.
Being a PMI member has impacted my career by opening opportunities for training and networking and helping me fill in some of the gaps I had in my knowledge base.
The opportunity to connect with such a large global community of people who do work like I do.
The younger you are, the more beneficial it's going to be. It takes time to grow into that role and become an expert in that field.
No one is quite as connected as PMI is. You see thousands and thousands of people coming together, engaging with one another, and I haven't seen anything else like that.
PMP is it's a gold standard in project management. It's a global certification for people who are interested in having a switch to project management, but also for those who are in project management and are interested in advancing their career. PMP is the go-to.
Earning my PMP certification was necessary and was pivotal to my career progression. I am currently the senior manager with Accenture. I work with our health plan clients. At the start of my journey, I felt like I was overconfident and I didn't pass for the very first time. If you happen to be one of those people like me, I would say take a step back and lean on those who have already earned the PMP. I also invested in PMP boot camps because it gives me the focus to bring out some of the important key components and highlights those formulas that I need to focus on for my certification exam. We work across numerous geographies and countries, and this is one certification that is a common language, if you will, in the discipline of project management, because someone who has a PMP, there's a sense of a standard of professionalism to carry out project management duties.
We've been training the PMP certification for the last 5 years with quite a number of success stories that we shall talk about later.
Oh, maybe you could tell us about some of those success stories. We want to hear.
Over the last 5 years, the numbers of people that we have trained cut across industry. We've trained doctors, engineers, IT professionals, people in the NGO sector. In the most recent classes, we've had so many people from the banking sector coming to our classes. So we pride ourselves with, having alumni across all the industries. We want to add value. So how PMP is structured, it is made for people who are interested in project management by project management professionals. So it covers a lot of interesting stuff. You get to appreciate aspects of how do you create and lead a high-performing team. How do you, that's on leadership. You get to appreciate aspects of project risk management, aspects of project budget management. How do you manage your stakeholders, and many other aspects. So because of that, most people that we have now found who are interested in the certification cut across industries. We traditionally used to have people in the infrastructure sector, that is engineers, architects, we have IT personnel, but now what we're seeing is more and more a trend towards everybody. You know, people in the NGO sector now. Our classes have quite a number of people from the NGO sector, besides the engineers. People in procurement now who are doing the certification. So the whole essence is that organizations are now more focused towards delivering more higher value in their projects. More tasks within organizations are organized around projects, then everybody basically in the organization needs to understand project management. Maybe not at advanced levels, but at least some knowledge in project management is always a big take. As an engineer for the last 11 years,
Yes.
I have been engaged in projects. My major failings, in early on in my career were not largely on engineering principles, because I think most of us understand our craft.
Yes.
My major failing when it came to execution of any project I had was on matters project management. Ideas of how do you handle a team, how do you identify your risks, and being able to come up with those risk registers. I'm glad that most of our classes, engineers have been coming on board in large numbers, both structural, electrical, and mechanical. As we go into the project economy, it's no longer sufficient for you to just have technical skills. You need to understand emotional intelligence.
Right.
You need to understand aspects of risk management.
Right.
You need to understand aspects of managing resources. How do you motivate a team? Leadership, negotiation skills. All these are things that we get to train you in the project management professional course. And who else better to train you than your fellow engineer? Come on board.
I went to my first job and I was still lost. Once I found my PMP certification, it gave me a path. I work at Amtrak. I'm Director of Portfolio Management, and I have been a PMP for about 15 years. I am responsible for governance and compliance for projects. So we have a portfolio of about 650 to 700 projects. So I got my certification, and then I would say within 2 years, I immediately got promoted and then hired for another company and asked to work on projects that were not just in one state, but across multiple states. There are so many different directions that you can go with your PMP. You don't have to do any one single thing, and that's one of the things that appeals to it.
So tell us a bit about PeakPoint Consulting.
Yes.
And maybe highlight some of the reasons why you believe people should choose you.
We are the best in the industry.
Yes.
So far, I must say. Number one, we have qualified resource persons as our trainers. Number two, we package our training content in a manner that is flexible, in a manner that is easily understood. Most of those who have taken trainings with us, the success rate has been quite high. It could be between 90 to 95% success. Besides that, we provide an opportunity for those who are attending our trainings to network amongst themselves. And we don't end with you until you finish your project management training journey. That is until you are certified. We're still available to help you through the journey. Yes.
I currently work with Deloitte Canada, as a senior consultant in the business agility practice. I was trying to get into the project management space. I had sent out my resume. I didn't get a lot of traction, and then my friend told me, nobody's going to talk to you if you don't have PMP, because it creates that confidence and assurance of your understanding of project management. And I said, I'll go for it. Within 3 months, I got the certification. And 2 months after, I got a PM job. The part of being a PMP that's helped is the fact that you have an understanding of leading practice and marry them with the understanding of the local operating environment to deliver those unique projects.
What is the future of PeakPoint?
The future of PeakPoint is to really develop capacity in terms of project management. That is the one area that we've really focused on. Number two, we want to provide solutions to corporate clients in terms of consultancy. If you need some consultants in strategic management, we'll be providing those solutions. If you need training in various areas, risk management, leadership, the project management, marketing, and currently the issue to do with the measurement and all that, we provide that. And so our future is that we'll be partnering with other experts so that we create synergy. And by so doing, we'll have built capacity and made a huge difference in the area of project management and business growth. Yes.
What are some of the challenges in your view
Yes.
that you have faced during this journey?
One of the challenges which turned out to be an opportunity is that when PeakPoint started, our classes used to be physical. We could organize for physical classes. But then COVID happened in 2020, as you remember.
Yes.
And so as directors, we sat down and quickly said, now that we can't hold physical classes, what next? But then when the directors sat down, they quickly were able to come up with a strategy of embracing virtual classes. If people were having virtual meetings, why wouldn't we do virtual classes?
So this was the very first time you guys were attempting?
Actually, this was the very first time we were attempting the online classes, and I have to tell you that they have worked.
So the response was good that time?
That time, and it continues to peak in because it affords flexibility.
Yes.
You're able to have people joining the class even from outside the country.
Yes.
They're joining from the comfort of their workplace, from the comfort of their homes, depending on where they are and when the class is starting, compared to the physical class, where they could then have to come to where we are holding those classes. I think that was the major challenge in terms of the training. Then the next challenge, of course, is in our products. We have other products that we're offering, like now consultancy in strategic management, capacity building on World Bank projects, but we've not been able to commission those products because, again, we are looking around for the resource people to partner with, so that we can deliver on those ones. Of course, the other challenge, the third one, which is a good one, is competition. You know, we have so many trainers in the market providing project management training, but we are open for competition, so that now those taking the classes can choose who is the best. And I believe at PeakPoint we have the best when it comes to especially training on project management. So we are both handling corporate and individual, but we want to go more corporate because then our outreach will be bigger and our impact will also be bigger.
What's the future of PeakPoint?
As one of the directors, Engineer Nakundi will tell you, is that the training industry is big. So our future is that we're going to package ourselves as the one-stop shop when it comes to issues consultancy and specifically on project management. Because globally, projects are becoming bigger and bigger. And as they become bigger, the risks are also becoming bigger and bigger. And the resources that I put there are also becoming bigger.
And maybe your final words.
Yes.
But also talk to somebody who is in your field. You said you're
a specialist in supply chain management.
So speak to them. Because every organization, I believe, they have this department. So speak to them and also give us your last words to whoever is viewing, and maybe they're developing an interest in what you guys are offering.
I think traditionally, project management has been a preserve of engineers and the technical people in that line. But what is happening currently is that projects are bringing on board different players, and us in procurement really play a big role in projects because it's us who are going to get the resources that will be used into coming out with these projects. So it's high time that we really ask ourselves, besides our qualifications and training in supply chain management and our role in project management, do we have qualifications in project management to enable us add value into the projects that we are procuring for? So I want to encourage and welcome them that let's have our qualifications in project management, and that way we'll be able to add value into the projects that now procurement gets itself into. Yes.
So tell us who you are.
My name is Ronald Kefa.
Yes.
I am a development professional. I have 14 years of experience working in the development sector. Mostly in public health projects. And I'm also an instructor, PMP instructor with PeakPoint Consulting.
Yes. What has the experience been like for the entire time that you've been doing this?
Well, the experience has been great.
Yes.
Working with communities, working with stakeholders, diverse stakeholders, governments, local communities, health professionals, to try and improve the lives of people is what really drives me. Our communities have many pressing problems, challenges, and they can be solved if we bring different stakeholders together to contribute to their resources, their expertise, their knowledge, and their goodwill. So that's what I do for a living, but also imparting this knowledge to other project managers. Because as you can already see or tell from what I've just said, projects change lives. Projects make impact on people's lives. They transform people's lives, and they deserve to be led very well. So sharing what I know from my own experience and also from the PMP course content to help project managers become better project managers to deliver value to their stakeholders, whether they are commercial return on investment projects, whether they are social benefit projects, whether it's being the first to the market with a product or service. All these projects deliver some benefits and some value to people who invest their money, and they deserve to be managed properly and the value to be realized. We have project managers, seasoned project managers who want to enhance their skills and knowledge and to gain this global credential, this global certification called PMP. And there are people working as professionals in other industries, but they realize that project management skills will put them ahead of the pack. And they realize that having project management skills is going to enhance their competency and help them to be more useful to the organizations, to add value to their employers, and also be more marketable as professionals themselves.
All right. So away from the serious business, what is it like for you when you're sharing with the team? Away now from training, you're just amongst yourselves. What is it like?
As a PeakPoint team?
Yes.
Well, we are first of all friends.
Yes.
We are first of all friends and colleagues. We like to support one another. We have dreams to make PeakPoint even bigger, to increase our offerings, to have more courses, and to make PeakPoint a household name. From where we have started, we can see that we are making progress. The reviews we get from our clients, they appreciate that we go beyond the call, and we wish that remains the standard. Even in future, 20 years from now, we want those values to remain. That PeakPoint is known for caring and for quality.
Specifically now speaking to maybe to NGOs, what do you say would be the value added in this case?
Yeah, absolutely. NGOs, that is where I've been since my first employment. NGOs do a lot of important work anywhere in the world. It's about livelihoods, trying to promote people's livelihoods, that people can put food on the table and they can be able to take their children to school. It's about eliminating diseases that other parts of the world have forgotten about, but they're still bothering us today. So working with public health officials and officers and the government to try and educate communities and provide the required infrastructure, health infrastructure, to eliminate some of these hideous diseases. It's about ensuring that we reduce child and maternal mortality. So NGOs, and I'm not even talking about those in the humanitarian sector, those that deal with IDPs and refugees, where it's about survival. People need food to eat today. People need shelter above their roofs today. So this, as you can see, these are important projects. And NGOs are funded by donors, people and organizations, governments, putting in money so that real people can benefit. So that this child somewhere infested by intestinal worms can get the treatment. It's about providing water to communities so that they can have good hygiene, and also to quench their thirst, and the girls to be able to go shorter distances to fetch water rather than spend the whole day fetching water and not being in school. So it's important work, and it's all delivered through projects. So NGOs develop strategic plans for 3 years, 5 years, and through these strategic plans they intend to deliver these benefits to communities. These projects deserve to be managed properly. They deserve to be managed professionally. Otherwise, donors' money is spent, but the community, the beneficiaries, may not get the value, may not get the benefits. And in this case, we are talking about life-saving benefits. If you are a professional working in the NGO sector, you know that this is more of a calling than a profession. You want to be able to enhance your skills, learn how to work with stakeholders better, learn how to manage project risks, project resources. This funding is scarce. There is competition. There are many other organizations competing for the same resources. The NGOs that will continue to receive funding will be the NGOs that can show value for the money. Every donor will want to know how much impact is my dollar making. The NGO that is able to demonstrate that value is the one that will continue winning in their proposal funding. And so it starts with knowing how to deliver this value via properly managed projects. And it starts with, first of all, understanding project management in totality, understanding all these knowledge areas we talk about in project management, scope management, risk management, stakeholder engagement, how to lead a team, managing your project schedule, how to communicate effectively. All this and many more is what we cover in the PMP course.
All right.
We have classes running every month.
All right.
Evening classes on weekdays, Mondays to Fridays, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. East Africa time.
Right.
Live on Zoom, so they are live classes virtually. We have Saturday classes running from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. East Africa time.
So you're speaking to this person who is interested, and they want to know what can they do, and you've given us maybe the requirements. You're saying that somebody has to have a degree, and then again 3 years of work experience in managing projects.
Not necessarily managing.
Yes.
They may not have been the project manager, but they have been part of a project team.
Okay.
Doing work on a project, that counts.
All right.
Yeah.
And what are the benefits now? Why would somebody bother?
Yeah, why should anyone bother?
Yes.
So I will go one step behind a little bit and just try to show what is on the course.
All right.
Okay. So where we are going, project managers need to develop skills in 3 key areas.
Yes.
PMI, or rather the Project Management Institute, has what they call the PMI Talent Triangle. PMI Talent Triangle. Okay, it has 3 sides. The triangle has 3 sides, of course, and one of the sides of the triangle is concerned with power skills.
Right.
Power skills. These are negotiation skills, motivation, influencing, leading, coaching and mentoring, and the likes. Every project manager needs to develop those skills.
Yes.
The other side of the triangle is ways of working.
All right.
Ways of working. Traditionally, we have the project management has been using the approach called plan-driven, where you plan the project in advance and then go and implement that plan.
Yes.
Now, because of the changes in the economy and in various industries, there are projects that require value to be delivered sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
Stakeholders cannot wait for 6 months or 3 months. They want to see the benefits next week.
Yes.
Now we have adaptive methods of delivering projects. You may have heard of agile project management. So agile is another way of working. And then we have hybrid methods of delivering projects, which combine the predictive or plan-driven approach with the adaptive approaches. So project managers need to know all these different types of ways of working to deliver projects so that they can apply the right approach to the right project. So I've talked about two sides of the triangle. There's the third side, which is about business value. It's called business acumen. Again, project managers are required to develop their skills and enhance their skills on the business acumen side of the PMI talent triangle, which means they are market aware. You cannot implement a project, with a closed mind. You have to know that this project exists in a bigger environment where market conditions will affect your project. Business acumen, power skills, and ways of working are the key 3 areas that you want to develop as a project manager for the 21st century.
Right.
An organization that is very much into project management or delivering value through project management, you want your project managers to be A-level, to bring their A game.
Yes.
Okay, you want top-notch project managers because you are pumping in a lot of money to do these projects,
Right.
and the outcomes of those projects will depend a lot on the quality of the project manager. And so, organizations should be looking for project managers who can demonstrate that ability. And the PMP certification does just that, because it's a global credential. It gives credibility. It shows credibility that you, as a project manager, understand what it takes to deliver successful projects. And so with that, you can command respect in the industry.
Yes.
And you can command a higher salary, because in fact, PMI have done research globally, and they have found that outside North America, project managers who are PMP certified make 16% higher on average than project managers that are not certified. It's even higher in North America because there is 32% higher income than non-certified project managers. So this is the value.
All right, thank you so much. You really seem to understand your stuff well.
Yeah, we've been doing this for years. Projects run the world.
All right.
Projects run the world.
Right.
Commercial projects are what bring us these amazing products and services we enjoy.
Right.
The smartphones and all the technology that we enjoy today is delivered to us through projects.
Right.
All these fancy buildings we see around and roads, they are delivered to us through projects.
True.
And for those, the COVID vaccine,
Yes.
delivered to us via projects.
Yes.
And you can see when I say it's life-changing and life-saving,
Yes.
that's exactly what I mean. And they deserve to be managed properly.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And with that, I think we're going to wrap it up.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm happy to have visited your offices here.
You're welcome.
It's a great experience. So you guys have it all. Now it's on you.
Let me ask you,
Yes.
do you do projects?
Yes, sure. It's all about projects.
Okay.
In every industry, it's all about projects.
Yeah, you have it.
Yes.
So perhaps you will sign up for the PMP.